Okay, so this is the final product of what we have again. We're trying to have a background image with our green screen video on the front there. All right, so I'm going to make a new project kind of to simulate where you guys would start to be. All right, so when we start with Premiere, we make our new project, all right, and then the first thing we're going to do is import our footage. So we go to our Assembly tab, we're going to Import, we're going to pick our picture and our video. All right, so that's the same as we have been doing with our projects. All right, from that point, we're going to take our video, we're going to bring that to our timeline. All right, we want to grab our video first because that's going to control the frame size. This picture, I don't know what the size of it is, but I would be pretty sure that it's not going to be like a 16:9 aspect ratio of high resolution. All right, so we definitely want to bring the video in first. That's going to control our timeline. All right, looking and in this view, I changed to my list view because if I went to my icon view, my video and my timeline, this is kind of like our working project, look the same. So if I ever wanted to differentiate, now I can see that this file is my actual video, and this 060 is kind of the you could think of the chapter in the book. It's your layout file. All right. So once the video is inserted, we want to be able to see the picture behind it. So I'm going to drag this up a layer. All right. That allows me to then take our picture and bring it underneath of it. All right. Even though we don't see that picture, I know visually that my video is on top of my picture. All right, so we can kind of see, or our video is extending to this point. The next thing I want to do, I can see that the pink line is not as wide as the blue line, so that means the picture is not going to be visible after this point in time. All right, so it would disappear there. So I'm just going to extend this to the end. Now they're equal. Now this doesn't have to be done at this point. That's just kind of for me. I think that I can set that stuff up without doing any really more intricate editing. All right. So once the video's there, the picture's there. Now I'm going to start to apply effects. All right. So to do that, one thing, I got to get this recording thing out of the way there. Oh, now it's hidden. All right. So I'm going to go to the effects panel. And that brings up all our options over here. I can see from my video that I still have some shadowing from the lights and the actual light in the side. So I want to crop out this video. All right, I want to hide this information. If I remembered which folder that effect was in, I could go through and do that. But more simply, I can type in crop. All right, and that filters through all these effects and it finds crop. All right, so now that I have this effect, I want to apply it. To do that, I'm going to drag the crop onto the video layer because I want to crop the video, not the photo. Once we do that, we have this effects control tab. All right, if you don't see that, you may have to click on the editing kind of interface and then effect control. But now I can see that we have a crop effect applied to that, and I can just simply drag this value for cropping, and look what it's doing. It's cropping the video to hide that stuff on the left. Now you don't want to go too close, like really up to your body, because if you start moving left and right, let's see if he does it in here. See how it disappears, it hides part of that video. So that would be too much cropping. All right, so I would kind of want to just give myself some room. The whole idea is that the software has an easier time recognizing the different color. All right. I'm going to do the same thing on the right side, just to eliminate that light that's up there, and maybe even some of the top. All right. So now I've cropped that out, and I can just kind of scan through. I'm not losing any of him in there. All right. So the next part then is to cancel out the green or apply our keying. So I'm going to go to Effects, and this time I'm going to type in Key. There's a couple different types of keys. I've had the, actually let me try this one. I think the Ultra key works the best, but see how that doesn't really give us the desired result. I'm going to undo that. This Ultra Key, all right, we're going to drag that onto the video just like we did with the cropping. Then we use this eyedropper to sample the color. So we're telling Premiere which color we want to remove. All right, did a pretty good job, right? But you'll notice there's a little bit of kind of shadowing there, right? So what we've figured works if we go into the kind of finer tweaking of this effect. This pedestal value, I'm not really sure how to describe what it does, but if we increase that value, notice how it gets rid of that kind of blurriness around there, right? So now we have this nice keyed out video, all right, which eliminates the green screen. The final thing I'm going to do is, if you notice that we have our picture is not quite fitting the screen here. So all I'm going to do for that is make it bigger. So if I go select my picture now, and if I look in my video effects, I can increase the scale value and make that picture bigger to kind of fit in that whole area there. All right, so that is the process of what we're going to do here. I'll stop the recording.